We doing it. We doing it. We live. Discover your other self. A little bit of a different stream tonight.
Every time I think of you, I feel a shot right through with a bolt of blue. It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find. Living a life that I can't leave behind. There's no sense in telling me the wisdom of a fool won't set you free. But that's the way that it goes, and it's what nobody knows. Well, every day my confusion grows.
Discover your other self coming up at 7:02. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Share this link with a friend. Want to know what you're thinking, y'all? Discover your other self. Season 2. Just a few episodes left. Tell me what's on your mind. Let's go. If you're tuned in and you're in the chat, drop a message to us. Let us know you're out there. Let's go get ourselves coming up at 7:02, 2 minutes away. Shona, what's up?
Somebody told me, boy, everything she wants is everything she's.
Happy Thanksgiving, Dale. I know, Shona, you're just in Toronto.
Because I said you were the perfect girl for me, baby. And now it's 6 months older. And everything you want and everything you see is out of reach, not good enough. I don't know what
Shona, I see you, but
want from me. Oh,
I think you're confusing Twitch, the platform, with Twitch, the celebrity. No connection. I see your request, Shona. Make that happen.
some people work for a living. Some people work for fun. Girl, I just work for you. They told me marriage was a give and take. Well, you show me you can take. You got some giving to do.
Is it Tova or Tuva?
Tell me that you're having my baby.
Either way, appreciate you tuning in.
I'm happy if you want me to.
Thornhill.
But one step further and the back will break. If my best isn't good enough, then how can it be good enough?
What's up, Eric? All the Canadians are in tonight. You know me and Reggie from Canada. Celine, I see you, girl. We kind of open format tonight. Tova. Okay, I got it. Okay, Reggie, let's talk a little bit for a minute.
Yes, the vibe
Yes,
is
yes.
right. The vibe is right. The vibe is right. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's going on, D Money?
Appreciate you, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm super pumped for this one, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a great week. Can't complain. Can't complain at all.
Good.
And we got something special for everybody today, don't we?
I think so, if I could say so myself.
Yeah. And right off the top, like I gotta say to our friends south of the border, happy Thanksgiving. Right? And what do we do every DYOS? We do this every single day.
But we do
But
it especially on a Thursday, and
we gotta
especially on
do it today.
DYOS. What are we grateful for today, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the chat. Let us know. We've got to be extra thankful for our friends south of the border. It's Thanksgiving, so they got a lot of gratitude.
Yes, yes. I'm seeing all the friends here. We got Celine, we got Dale, we got Ilya, we got Shane, Shona. Dale, I'm still loving
going
that
on,
profile
Ilya?
picture, man. It's fire. But yeah, what are you guys thankful for? Put that in the chat. Today's Thanksgiving, south of the border. Put that in the chat. We do this every single day. And I want to let everybody know, as usual, we are filming this live, or streaming this, I should say, live at the Hive Local, which is a co-working shared space in Whitby, Ontario, Canada. You need to check this place out. It is awesome.
It is.
They got multiple rooms where you come do some headshots. You could obviously run your business out of here. The facility, the aesthetics, you'll love this place. Visit the website, www.hivelocal.ca. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And you know what? Reach out to Sam Wong. He's the founder of this place. Really cool dude. So
Absolutely.
check him out. So
For sure.
what do we got? So you want to rhyme off what everyone's grateful for? B Money?
We got Thankful from Tova. She's thankful for all of us with that attitude and that gratitude. Celine's for happiness and health. Celine's coming in from Whitby, so she knows all about the Hive then. So appreciate it.
Oh, Celine, if you're from Whitby, you've got to check out the Hive. There's no excuses. My boy Eric's in the house too. Eric, what's up?
Eric's happy for health and friends and family. Shane's also thankful to be home for the holidays. Where were you before, Shane?
All right, so
I think there's always a big delay here on the.
There's always a big
between
delay,
the
right? I know.
Yeah, I'm used to like that Twitch platform, and it's really low latency. So like you answer, and I say something, it's almost instant. But I think
instant, right?
Yeah, I think it's upwards of like we calculated that one time, like almost 50 seconds sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you guys keep that in mind when we're talking. It's like it's a really big delay sometimes.
All right, cool. So let's talk. Tell everyone what we're doing today. We're doing Q&A with DJ D Money and myself. Ask us anything, and just to create this special vibe, this is an open forum for anybody that wants to join the conversation. I've shared the StreamYard link already in the chat. I will share it again. But join us in the conversation. Like it's just that easy. Like here's the link. I'll put in the chat as well. But join us on the conversation. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot it in the chat box.
For sure.
But before we get started, you know what? This is a party, right? We gotta celebrate.
For sure.
And we're gonna have DJ D Money play like another set, right? And if you have any music requests, yeah.
We're gonna do like another 10 minutes maybe, guys, if you're down for the music portion of it. But I feel like I don't play long enough when we come on the show, obviously. So we're gonna do a little bit longer play today. If you got some requests, throw them in the chat, and we'll go. It's a little bit of an 80s vibe because I find like the DYOS crew loves the 80s. So I'm just gonna vibe with it. I mean, I like it too. I can't complain.
Yeah,
if you got some new stuff, some older stuff, like let me know. We'll try and squeeze it in the short space of time we have, and then we'll hop over for some Q&A.
Yeah, and we already have somebody in the green room. Just to let everybody know, Eunice Young is in the green room right now. She's ready to jump on StreamYard and join in the conversation too. So don't be shy. If you have any questions, ask us live right here on StreamYard. Let's go. All right, so DJ D Money, I'll let you go do your thing. I'll be right back.
Appreciate you guys.
Oh, Ilya, the location part for Live in the Hive, Whitby, Ontario. So I know you're in Canada, so come check this place out. www.hivelocal.ca.
Sean, that's a great question. I'll answer that question once I hop into Q&A.
Somebody told me, or everything she wants is everything she sees. I guess I must have loved you, because I said you were the perfect girl for me, baby. And now it's 6 months older.
What's up, Jamal? Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you popping in. Hey, Melody. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Massachusetts in the house. Gotta keep that energy up. For those that have had their turkey already, gotta work off the itis. one's going out to Shona by request. Still vibing, we still vibing. Candace, I see you. Appreciate you. Eric, let me see what I got that. Saw a request for freestyle in the chat. What's up, Ashton Smith? Appreciate you. This is DYOS, Discover Your Other Self. My man Reggie and myself. If you want to join the conversation, actually do a video with us live, click on that link. It's going to get you in the backstage. I think that's the right term. Happy Thanksgiving to the friends south of the border. If you're just tuning in, share that link to a friend. What's up, Tamara? Just a few songs left for me. Get those requests in real quick if you want them. If not, I'm going to have to play before the show ends, I guess. This one's going with the Phil.
No, you're gonna dig this.
Phil, we appreciate you. You're going to start chit-chatting in just a few seconds here. Let them feel that beat. Let's go.
We started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our bodies displayed through the dance. Then love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was we would share this feeling just between ourselves. But when the music changed, the plan was rearranged. He went to dance with someone else. We started dancing and love put us into a groove. But now he's with somebody new. What does love want me to do? Now say, let the music play. You won't get away. Just keep the
We bouncing, we bouncing.
back to you. Let the music play. You won't get away.
is my jam right here. This is my jam right here. Janet. Woo!
That's all she wrote. For now.
Folks,
For now.
folks. That was fire. That was fired. Give it up for DJ D Money, please. Show him some love in the chat. Please show him some love in the chat. We are about to have some conversation.
How's everybody doing?
How is everybody doing? Everyone's doing okay? Right? If you want to join the conversation, join the conversation. We got some people in the green room that we're going to be bringing on pretty soon. But before we do that, we want to kind of just allow this moment to unfold where you guys get to ask us anything about ourselves. And to my fellow Americans, I do have a note from your previous president, Barack Obama, and he wants to make an address to all of us Americans on Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to read what he says. He sent me this morning, and he said, "Hey, I know, Reggie, you're putting on the show, and can you address my people?" So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do this in a manner where everybody understands.
Okay.
It says, "Fellow Americans, on behalf of myself, Michelle, and the kids, just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone's doing well. We did it. You guys voted. We got Joe in. You know Joe's my boy. Shot some hoops together. Everything's going to be just fine.
I love it.
Enjoy that gobble gobble. I'll be with you, sharing the stage with Joe himself and Kamala. I will see you soon. Signing off. Your boy, Barack Obama." So it's just happened.
He's your boy, eh? He's your boy. It's good to be connected, I guess. It's good to be connected.
It is good to be connected, man. It's good to be connected. And hopefully one day we'll get him on this show, DYOS, right?
Guy, you got to set goals, right? Got to set goals.
Gotta set goals. So, man,
Hold on. Let's talk about it for a second. Because
Go ahead.
If the Breakfast Club, I don't know how many people watch the Breakfast Club. This is a show that's at a New York radio station. I can't even remember right now because I'm under pressure. But yeah, they've been doing it. Charlemagne the God and Angela Yee and all of them have been doing their show for years, and they finally got Barack Obama to do an interview. So
oh yeah, wow,
that's awesome.
After all this time. Well, that's one of our goals, right? D Money, we're gonna get
There you go.
Barack himself.
Conversation with Obama.
Like we're gonna go beyond this text message that we got on Thanksgiving. We're gonna actually get him on the show. So, welcome everybody. Again, happy Thanksgiving for our friends south of the border. For everybody that's tuning in, and this is your first time to discover your other self, DYOS. We want to welcome you, and this show is all about personal branding, tips and tricks, overcoming life's challenges. It all started this year, actually, in the eye of the storm called COVID-19.
Yeah.
And we've had some awesome guests, and DJ D Money's been on the ride with me this season 2. So if you are, where are my day ones? If you're day ones, put D1 in the chat. I want to see where you are, because I remember you guys from season 1, and you guys are an awesome community. But what we want to do is really, I wanted you guys to get to know DJ D Money a little bit, right? Behind the music, get the man behind the music.
It's not that.
Get him on the mic. Oh, it's interesting, man. No, dude, the flair, the fire that you have. Come on, man.
Appreciate you.
And yeah, anybody, if you got any questions in the chat, feel free to drop them in. But, as we get started here, DJ D Money, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Let's start with that. Some softballs. Let's go.
Softball. My real name is Delisle. Last name is Murray. So Delisle Murray. I've been a DJ semi-professionally for 20 years. I have a day job. I've been working at a company called General Electric. So it's an American company. It's a staple in the Americas. I've been there for 15 years. I do technical support engineering for them. So the division I work in is in power systems, so electrical. So we have a product that protects the power system and talks with other utilities or different equipment so that we don't have what we had back in 2003 with that power failure that goes. This is catastrophic, right?
Jeez.
So now all those devices are interconnected and they can talk to each other, and we won't have that happen again.
Does everybody remember back in like that time? Like, where were you that time? Like, put that in the chat. Like, DJ D Money, where were you 2003 when, you know, the electricity just like, zap.
I was-
like, it was a big zap. Where were you?
I was, I don't even remember actually. I remember what I did after. I'd have to call my wife. My wife remembers everything. I don't know, you know, I don't want to say these things, but you ladies remember things that us men just cannot remember. I cannot remember anything. If I don't write it down, it's gonzo. Or take a picture. Take a picture. It lasts longer, right? But no, I remember us hanging out at a friend's house for like hours, hoping that it was going to come back, and it never came back. Obviously, we were out. At least for us, we were out because we're in Ontario. I think we was out for like a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was for. It was a little different for everybody else, but shout out Eric. Eric was loving the
He was
Obama
loving
impression.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where that's sort of my professional background. I worked at another company for a few, about 5 years before that, and that puts me in like around the 20-year mark pretty quickly.
Oh wow. Okay, man. So shout out to GE, man. Like, you guys are, riding the coattails of the man Thomas Edison, bringing us that electricity and just
It's such a
continuing
big
on with that
company.
vision.
It's such a big company though that and I mean, I'm sure all corporate companies are very large, but I mean, we are so large that I can't even fathom how interconnected GE is in the world today. It just would blow your mind. But nonetheless, what else? What else?
That's
What
cool.
about you, man? What about you? Like, we're asking about me. I don't think we ask enough questions about you, to be quite honest.
I know.
What did you do, Reg? What did you do?
Well, what did I do? Well, I haven't been working for a company for 20 years. That's for certain. But what I've been doing is a lot of things. Obviously, I've been doing DYOS. That started in April, and a little bit of background about that is, like, legit, guys. I would sleep like after I woke up, and again, I've said it periodically on the show, not a lot, but I'm very spiritual, and I felt like God was talking to me, and He said, "Hey, I need you to connect with people. Need you to connect with people." And we get stuck and fixated on the how. Like, how are we gonna do? Like, what do you mean how? Like, get connected with people. And I figured, okay, well, I could do a Zoom thing, and I did that, and it turned into a LinkedIn Live thing, which is what's happening right now. But this is my passion. I feel like this is my purpose, where we could connect with people and bring other people that have gone through life struggles, because we all go through struggles, and just tell their story. Outside of this, 9 to 5, I work for a really great company called 360 Insights. The culture there is, yeah. And the thing is, that's how I met you, right?
That's right. That's right. But before you get to 360, I got a question. Where do you think that internal calling to help people was coming from? Like, have you sort of unpacked that a little bit?
Man,
I know I'm not hitting you with the heavy question right off the bat. Here we go.
It's cool. It's
But
cool.
honestly,
now I feel like my guest. It's like, okay, when the guests come on, like, I'm just hitting them with questions. Now I feel like I'm the guest. This is weird. No, but that's a good question. And Janika, you just said it. It's divine connections all the way. Okay, I think it all started with, the blessings that I get from my mom. I got to start from that. She's been praying for me since the day I came out the womb. And it took me a long time to get here, a long time. And I feel now I'm in this point in my life where I feel I'm aligned with my spirit, with God. And, I have that connection, and I'm listening more. as opposed to just doing. Before I was just doing. Now I'm gonna do what I want to do. Da 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 da. I could do it. Like in my mind, it's like you could do it for the gram. The gram was just do it. Just do it for
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But that internal calling, I feel, came from my mom. It was instilled from all the foundations that she told me to build a strong connection and great and relationship with God, and listen to that inner voice that will guide you to doing what you should do. And because of that, I've met so many awesome people, and I had like a whole list of people that I want to shout out today, but I'll probably save it for later, because without these people, including yourself,
Mhm.
none of this would be possible.
Absolutely not. I know that. I know that. We can't do this. We can't walk in this life alone. I'll tell you that 100%.
And Kimberly says, yeah, moms, yeah. And Kimberly Wakefield, Kimberly gave me a shot, and she was one of my previous bosses from back in the day at Career Edge Organization. This was like, one of my first full-time marketing jobs for a not-for-profit organization. And I still remember, man, like we had that conversation, we had that interview. I'm all suited and booted. I'm not wearing any suits right now, but I came correct, and she gave me an opportunity. And till this day, and for some posts that I've done on LinkedIn, I've mentioned her name because I still remember those opportunities that anybody has given me. I will always remember. I never forget. So thank you,
You have
Kimberly.
to. Appreciate you, Timberly. Janika says 360-degree question. What do your friends and detractors say about you? I'm going to ask for some clarification on that. I'll be honest with you. When you say you, as in Reggie, myself, or just as a general opposite question,
It's gotta be both.
looking at it from the other side. Oh, of course you're going to put me in the mix.
Of course. What do your friends and try to say about you? Okay, no, let's answer that. What do you think?
I would say for the detractors, I would say that, and I'm gonna give like my HR. I'm in an interview question, right? You got turned into a positive. No, but honestly, I would say that, and I'm getting some interference here. Probably gonna move these cell phones around. I would say that
He's stalling people. He's stalling.
I'm not, honestly. I have the phone in my
Okay.
head. No, I would say that my thing is I'm too concerned with what people think. I'll be honest with you. Like I was all about that for probably the good last 1995 to like 2011. Like it would, littlest things about what people thought about me would drive me nuts, and I would think about it, and I would think about the things I did wrong and replay them and just dwell on them and just get stuck not moving forward. So like that, to overcome that for me, and I'm not I can't say I've overcome it. Like I still struggle with it literally every day. Even at this interview, I'm going to go back and look at, I shouldn't have said this, I shouldn't have did that, and your hands are moving too much, and blah, blah, like just overanalyzing everything. And what for? I think you guys like me in the chat still. Doesn't really matter, right? So that's something, that's like a takeaway for me, that I would think that if you had met me a few years ago, you probably would have said, like, this guy just worries about everybody else's business instead of his own. Just work on the things that you want to get better at and start working on them. So that's what I've been doing. Well, what would my friends say? My friends would say you're a really good guy, great dad, focused, maybe a little too much of a workaholic, because I'm in the studio probably 12 to 15 hours a day. So I'm here from like 7 in the morning, 7:45.
Jeez.
And then I'm not out of here, especially if I have a show. Like last night I was in the studio until 1:30. So, it's just, I got to give myself some space. Back to you, Reg. No, but seriously, what would, same question to you. What would have happened?
You know what? I was a lot like you, man, to be honest with you, in terms of always being concerned about what other people thought about me and their perception of me for the longest time. And I'm probably thinking like, I think I actually like broke out of that legit last year. And I always say that I always say that 2019 was my COVID-19. So it kind of prepared me for everything that's happening right now. And this is one of I gotta say, this is one of the best years of my life. Like, regardless of everything that's happening right
I kind
now.
of feel the same. I kind of feel the same.
But I was so trapped and in my limiting beliefs of myself and what others thought about me. And because they've always put this label on me that, you can only do this or you should only focus on this, which is that one thing, like I have all this talent embedded in me. And I'm like, I could do multiple things, but I was only holding myself back,
That's right.
right? And it wasn't until I went through the hardships of last year and I really discovered who I was, which is,
DYOS.
DYOS. This is how it came to be. But this I've also learned that your wolf pack also has a huge influence on you too. And the people that I surrounded myself with, I was performing at that level, right? Always knew that I could do a little bit more, but I allowed my circle to kind of just influence me that way to kind of stay in that shallow end as opposed to just going into the deep end, if that makes sense,
Yeah, no, they're helping you walk into the deep end. You know what I mean? Like, it's as you see how they're performing and the people around you, you're able to, it automatically gives some gravitation, right? You got good people around you, you start seeing what they're doing, automatically you fall into a pattern of seeing how they're doing it. Maybe you're like, maybe I should try that. Maybe that would, I don't think it's conscious sometimes. That's why you just have them around. Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing about it, right? I'm going to say all the cliche things. Show me your 5 friends and I'll tell you about yourself. It's kind of true, man. Like, honestly, it really is true. When I started switching up who I hung out with and who was in my circles and sort of discarding the waste. I mean, it sounds bad to say about humans, and I mean, I don't look at them like that. But really, when there's people around you that are not adding value to your life, and it's not about monetary or opportunities, it's about just getting you in that right mind space all the time and always helping correct you. Right? I got really good friends in my space that do that call me out on my BS and pull me right back in and say, buddy, like this, you told me this is what you wanted to do, and you're over here doing that. How is that going to get you to your goal? Simple, right? Real simple.
This is why we have DJ D Money here. You just thought he was here just for his good looks and his tunes? No.
Well, I like the tunes part. The good looks part we're working on. We're working on.
He's deep. He's deep. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he needs to let that out. I'm glad I'm here with him too. But you're absolutely right. Like I've learned that there's 3 types of friends that you have in your circle. There is friends that you'll have for a season, for a reason, and for a lifetime.
Yep.
Right.
And it's the lifetime ones they can sneak up on you. You don't even realize they've become lifetime ones. I've got some lifetime friends that I'm like, wow, I did not see that the day I met you. You know what I mean?
No,
like some of my good friends that I got that are counting at 15 years now. And I first met them, I'm like, I don't know about this guy. I literally said that to my wife. I'm like, I don't know about this guy. And we are the best of friends now. So I always come to you in weird ways.
You never know who comes across your path. Like, listen, I'm going to give a big shout out to Janika because she asked a proper question, an amazing question. But this lady here, and I'll give you a little bit of backstory. And I'm giving you a little bit of that onion, like I'm peeling it back layer by layer. But this lady here, I met her, and nothing happens by coincidence. This is what I've learned. Everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. I remember going on to a LinkedIn Live, and it was Marcello's LinkedIn Live. It was, I think it was Drinks with Cello. And he goes, hey, man, you want to join me for – actually, it was after I did one of these. I said, hey, I want to come on your show. I'm ready. He goes, okay, cool. We're going to be talking about like translation. I'm like, okay, like interpret. Like he's like interpreters. I'm like, well, I have no idea what we're talking about. Like English is my first and my only language that I know. I may know a little bit of French. I know a little bit of colors, but I was like, okay, let me just jump on. What was funny about this conversation is that Janika was on there, and she's a translator that's by trade, very skilled, very talented. And as a result of going onto that show, I developed a friendship with her. But that friendship led to what I was actually doing, which is my purpose, which is the workshops that I do for the students. What I mean by this is when I told you that I feel that I'm in tune with, I'm connected, I feel connected with God. And I'm just talking right now, everybody. So just mind the rambling. I remember one day sleeping, and then I was sleeping, I get these voices, and the voice said that you're going to go global. You need to take your stuff global. How is it that I find myself on this LinkedIn live show talking about translation for interpreters? I have no idea what I'm talking about. I meet Janika, she says, and I talk to her about the concept of what I'm working on. She goes, hey, I want to help you. I feel like this is the divine talking and bringing us together. And I said, get out of here. This is what I'm thinking too.
You're talking my language.
Yeah.
In my language. I get it.
And as a result, and I haven't shared this with anybody, but she's been helping me. She's translated one of my modules into French for now, but we have plans to obviously put it to translate into different languages. But she also introduced me to a lady named Camille who's in Trinidad. And she's a professor at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, and she wants me to come and present to her students on the workshops that I do here. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is it's just the work of the divine and this community that we're building together. Just like you, I didn't know you from Tom, you didn't know me from Jim, and you're here now.
Let's talk about the story though.
Let's talk about the story. How you talk about the story from your end, man. Go ahead. I'm done.
So the link between Reggie and I is my wife, I would say. It starts there, and now we've been talking and we've met and we've become friends. We're seeing links all over the place, but the initial connection was my wife works at 360 as well as Reggie, and they have a morning huddle every day, 9 a.m. It's a Zoom call, right? Mm-hmm. Company-wide Zoom call, 100, 200 something people on the call every day at 9. And every Friday they have somebody playing a guitar or some sort of act or some sort of something to watch just for a few minutes, just like how I do the beginning of the show. I think that's kind of where the premise came from, right? Play for a few minutes before the call starts, and then just a few minutes after, and then we're good. So Reggie's on this call, and Reggie, you weren't here. You're at home, I think,
yeah.
Right? And I see everybody on the Zoom call dancing and enjoying themselves. This is Reggie, just on the phone. So I got the mic, right? I got the mic. I'm going to call Reggie out and say, hey, and the name, just like it says on the screen here, it says Reggie. I said, hey, Reggie. I don't know Reggie. I said, Reggie, what are you doing? Stop pretending like you're working. Okay? Get involved. He looks over at me. I don't think he liked that too much, but he went with it. And it was good. But you definitely hit me up after. And just, I think it was maybe a day or two. You were just kind of processing and hit me up. And I thought the idea was amazing, to be honest with you. And the fact that it's on LinkedIn, like it's a platform that I still think is not even close to being tapped. And I know Jamal and Brian and Tim would all sort of agree with me. Q would agree. Like, it's what, 2003 is when LinkedIn came out, around there. And the lives have been out almost as long, and we're just still figuring it out. So lots of room in this space to showcase what people can do professionally and personally, obviously. So happy that we made this link, sir.
But again, what did I say to you?
Tell me.
Do you remember?
It was a calling. God called you, man. That's pretty much how I understood it.
But okay, you understood it. Okay, explain for the people. What does this God calling say? Like, and you can paraphrase. You don't have to say word for word. What was
I think it was more like you had a calling. Like you had like this. This was like. I don't know if the word was calling, but it's more so to that effect, where it was like you were just thinking, and you're like, man, like I need to talk with D Money. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I gotta call this guy and talk about it. And right away, I don't think I even hesitated. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yeah, because I remember I was going for a run. I was going for a jog, and again, the voice said, like, remember, I don't know you. You don't know me, right? And the
Yeah.
voice said, reach out to this guy, put him on your show, put him on your show. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I reached out to you and I said, hey, I just got a message. I need to relay this on to you to ask you if you would join me. That's what I said to you.
Factual.
Right?
And you know, I'll just say I'm a person that will take risks now. Before I would never take a risk. It was I need to know how it's going to work out, if it's going to work out. I don't want to look silly. I just again all that stuff in your head. And now I'm just like, whatever. Let's just get it going. Because I got to be, and I know some of these things sound so cliche, but I got to be me. And until I'm me, I'll never feel comfortable. And when I'm being me, I'm actually comfortable. Right? Very different feeling. Right? I didn't do anything live. My first video anything was in COVID. This never would happen. Never.
Never.
I barely did FaceTime calls. I'm like, my wife would be like, so-and-so's on FaceTime. I'm like, hey, well, don't put the camera on me. They can just hear my voice, right? Like, that was me. I did not like the video.
You look very comfortable. And ladies and gentlemen, I went on Twitch just to check out the vibe that DJ D Money brings on his Twitch. And he brings it, man. He's got a community.
I like music, man. I like music. Music is what brings me together with everybody, at least. I don't know. Is there anybody in the chat that just doesn't like music? I'm trying to figure. I've yet to meet someone that's just like, I hate music. There's some sort of music out there for somebody. So
I think more than ever in this stage of our lives, all of us, music is the one thing that connects us all. Right?
Okay.
And if you think about the value that you bring to everybody that tunes into your Twitch or even tunes into this show, you are building that vibration inside of them that brings a sense of joy, right? Like even Toa just said, music feeds the soul. Like that's what you're doing.
Well, that's why. I mean, I don't have a single DJ job where I'm playing for somebody at this point, right? Like that was completely destroyed. I had a 20-year beautiful business put together, completely gone. Right. So, but then again, this is me just looking at it differently. It's like, well, I can become irrelevant. I could hang up and put all this equipment and put it for sale, or I can just keep pushing through and see where this goes. Out of nowhere came Instagram for me. Right. So I just gave it a try. It was uncomfortable. I remember my first Instagram live. I think there was like 7 people that tuned in. And like my heart was like through my chest. Like I couldn't breathe. Like I was shaking. I'm like, there's 7 people and you know all 7 of them. It's not like I didn't know the 7 people. I knew the 7 people well. But it just was so like, oh, who could be watching? Who could, again, all in my head. And I mean, see, I told you 2011, I felt like I had really had a handle on that and that thinking. But put yourself under some pressure. That's when you really see your true character. You know what I mean? See if you really did you really get over it? Are you really have a handle on it? I think I do now.
Well,
again, it's
you stepped outside your comfort zone.
Way out. No,
and like look at the comment there from Janika there. She's talking about you.
Oh,
do you see it?
I'm seeing
it.
Look
at that.
Appreciate it.
You can read it out. You can read it out. Come on.
DJ Money, you have such a soothing voice. Seriously, you need to be on radio. And music. Ever heard Juan Lewis? Juan Tanamena? Go look for bachata and okay. I'll look for
all
this.
Right.
I know
and
the
then
one,
even,
but I don't know
and
the
even
other one.
like Shona's talking about the same thing. You should be doing like you could do that.
Should I do some audiobooks?
Maybe.
I'm a big audiobook consumer. Like I've read a ton of books, in the car. right? Like I love consuming books, but I just don't have the time in the day to sit down and just read books. So anytime I get, if I'm going for a ride, because I'm a big cyclist. Any cyclists out there? Right? Any cyclists? I love cycling, mountain and road. So shout out to anyone that's into that. You can follow me on Strava.
And then you got Daniel Joseph says hip hop. Hey, come on,
Daniel Joseph. What's up,
Joseph?
Daniel
Come
Joseph?
on, we're acting like Daniel Joseph didn't come onto the show.
Yeah,
Daniel Joseph, DJ, Daniel Dangerous,
Yeah, I like it.
Dreamcatcher. We remember you.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
He came on and blessed us with his appearance, and he's saying hip hop's in his blood. It pumps through my arteries. It runs through my veins. Therefore, it's part of me. Oh, definitely, it sure is, man. We seen him freestyle on the show, right?
Yep. I wish I had seen all the messages before for that, Daniel. And as I said to you in the private chat after, I would have had it set up. I would have had a break beat for you. We would have kicked it for a little bit. So we'll have you back on just to even do that. That'd be fun.
Okay, and then Tova, look, there's an opportunity for you. Look at it. Look, networking.
Oh, see?
On the fly. Look at this.
Tova, Thornhill in the building. Appreciate you.
My publisher needs Zoom people who are going to do audiobook readings. So maybe that's you, man.
Publisher needs Zoom people. Hey, see? I didn't think I had that great of a voice, but I've been told it a couple times. It's how I talk into the mic. Honestly, I think everyone could talk. Like, let's do a quick mic lesson for anyone that has to do a speech or is going to do a wedding or at a wedding or anything big. Don't be afraid of this thing. You see how close I'm talking to it? Like this. You have a different mic, so you can get a little bit of space, but you'll hear the airiness in it, right? Me, I'm talking into it. And I think that makes quite a big difference. That's the way it was designed. So don't be afraid of the mic. And then I can turn it down. Like if you feel like you're talking into the mic, you're like, oh, it's so loud, they all can hear me. Well, that's kind of what we want. So you're going to have to turn it down a little bit and I'll adjust it. So
look at you.
Mic tips by D Money.
Listen. You could be like the Barry White of, you see I'm trying to do my radio voice now to compete with you. But you could be like the Barry White of audiobooks, maybe.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
Also, put some of your favorite books in the chat there. I'm a self-help and motivation type of book person. Always looking for things to like perform better process.
And then Eric is saying that this initiative certainly has something very healthy and positive that emits from it. Can't help but feel good. Eric, big shout out to Eric, man. This guy, along with others, and I want to quickly shout out a few people real quick because Eric has stepped forward, been proactive, and taken initiative that actually help out the DOS community behind the scenes. So a big shout out to him. Big shout out to Dale and Abby Jules as well, because I think, and if in the chat, if you have trouble getting access to this live series, because I know a lot of you have, Dale and Abby is like on a mission to say like, LinkedIn, fix this.
Oh yeah, I hate it. I'll be honest with you.
So I appreciate you.
LinkedIn, listen. We're going to take a time for that. LinkedIn, listen. When I'm looking for this show and I don't have the link, it is pretty much impossible to find it. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. And if I'm wrong, then tell me how to fix it, because it's really hard to find the link to the show, especially when it started. So yes, LinkedIn.
And it's not an us thing. It's a LinkedIn thing. So listen, DJ D Money, we have people in the green room. We had like a whole other set of questions people were going to ask us to, or we were going to ask ourselves, but let's bring them in and we'll see how it flies, right? So we got Eunice and we got Shona coming on, and everybody in the chat too. Feel free to join in, even if you don't want to come on to the virtual stage, which I can provide you with the link. Feel free to ask the questions away in the chat. So we're going to bring on Eunice. And
Hi.
we're going to bring on Shona. What's up?
Hey.
What's up, ladies? How are you?
Eunice is all kitted out with the mic.
Yeah, I actually Twitch stream as well. So
Oh, do you? We'll link
do.
on Twitch.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
I just got to bring my mic receiver a little bit closer or move my phone. I keep getting some interruption.
I hit affiliate last night and I'm like really happy about that. So
no, listen, bravo to you two, being brave enough to come up here live in front of everybody and just talk. This is a conversation.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
it's pretty easy. Like you literally just click on the link and it literally like sends you here. Like it's really easy. People should like try it. Like I'm not kidding. Like it's really
Once we have the link, it's the problem is, when you're on
all about the
Facebook, you could find, you sort of can organically come across it, right? Here, if you don't have the link, c'est la vie.
So, like, I'm proud of you too because at the end of the day, you stepped up, and I'm proud of everybody just in general, just for showing up. Number one, okay. So we're not going to single anybody out because at the end of the day, we want to thank everyone that has attended this series since day one, season 2, and Shauna's been part of day one, season 1.
Season 1.
Yeah. So do you ladies have any questions that you want to ask DJ D Money or myself?
Ask Reggie all the questions.
And then at the same time too, if there's anything, because we always give this platform for promotion. So if there's anything that you want to promote, any initiatives that you're working on, feel free to let everybody know too.
Eunice, you're first. You go first.
Okay, so I am super excited to say this because Reggie's also involved into my initiative and it is super awesome. So I am hosting a networking event that is happening virtually called Motivate to Create. And Reggie would be one of the guest speakers. The other speaker would be Tova Gayson, and she's also my mentor as well. She is a serial entrepreneur. She's won several Women in Business Awards, and she's an author, podcast host, a mother, Bubby.
Tova.
And she's helped businesses, etc. I want to give her a big shout out because she has helped me in many ways, and she's really taught me the importance of mentorship. And Reggie will be talking about personal branding and importance of mentorship. And the purpose of this is to uplift each other, especially during this time. And it's about making a difference. And when you talk about like purpose, which you were talking about before, I'm trying to think about my purpose. And I think that I'm starting to think that the reason that I'm doing these initiatives is to make a difference into the community. So I'm really excited to present this initiative to you all. So it's happening on December 2nd. There's 2 sessions. There's one on 11 a.m. To 12:30, and then there's another one at 7 p.m. to 8:30, and I hope to see you all there, and you can interact with each other, and it is super awesome. And I will link it after. I'll link it in the LinkedIn Live if that's okay.
I think there's a link on screen right now too, isn't it?
There's a link on screen, and you could also put it in the chat too.
Oh, okay, awesome. I'll also put it at the end as well. But yeah, how about you? I want to hear. Oh, this way. Okay.
Well, it's like Eunice. What's funny about Eunice is like she's ready to do this podcast. It's like hey, send me the link. I'm ready. Somebody, let's talk.
Energy, man. It's that energy.
Yeah.
Talk about the Eunice energy. Eunice energy. Put the Eunice energy in the chat, guys.
Put that Eunice energy in the universe. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, grab it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Shona.
Wow, how do I follow that? That's awesome.
By being you, Shona.
Yeah.
Yes, the try one. Reggie, I'm still laughing about that. So, sorry, just a backstory.
I like stories.
I'm a storyteller. Ask anybody who knows me well. There's never short answers. Anyway, but it's funny because Reggie talked about, I got to co-host the last episode of season 1. And Reggie said, he saw me and he saw an energy, thought I was kind of shy and, was afraid to come forward, et cetera, et cetera. And I was laughing. So I told my boyfriend, who's also a part of this, and he couldn't stop laughing. And I told a few people, I said, yes, I was actually called shy today. Because, usually it's kind of the opposite. Usually you have to, Shona, sit down. Anyway, but I don't have any particular initiatives going on right now. I work at UTSC. That's how I got introduced to, University of Toronto Scarborough campus. Yep. So we're in the east end of Toronto, up here in Canada, and Reggie was a part of our Get Hired program. It was the first of many. Eunice, were you a part of that?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay. You are nodding knowledgeably. Anyway, so Reggie was one of our speakers at the first virtual. What did we call it? We don't call them fairs. Normally, it's an in-person fair, but we took it all virtually, and it was turned around virtually because it was run at the end of April. So the team turned it around in about 3 weeks. It was incredible. Like they were absolutely incredible. Everybody learned on the fly. Anyway, Reggie was one of the speakers. So I got introduced to him through one of my colleagues because I work in that department. But anyway, what was I going to say? So I actually had a question. I feel kind of boring asking kind of a worky question, but so one of the things that DYOS has done, I don't know if it's done this for other people, but I learned something very quickly that I thought I had all kinds of connections. I thought I was on it and I was connecting. No, I was following people. I hadn't connected. I had like 8 connections. It was super sad. And I looked, I went, why? And then I realized what I was doing wrong. But so anyway, so every time I'm on, I'm constantly connecting. I've connected with a couple of people already today. But what I want to know is, so I've got all these great connections happening and there's conversations and I'm learning a ton. It's awesome. But how do I really optimize this for growth, like really use it as a networking tool? I actually am looking to reinvent myself a little bit, hopefully, and get into more career coaching. I'm probably going to have to look at going back to school, but part-time, but anyway, these are all parts of the puzzle. But how do I really use these, or how does anybody really use these connections on LinkedIn? Because I feel like I'm scratching the surface here. And D-Money, I throw this to you too. Maybe you've.
I was going to say, do you want me to answer? Because I'll shoot an answer out to start
or
the
Eunice,
conversation.
or whoever, yeah.
Let the DJ go.
For me, I just look at it a little differently, right? And again, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. It doesn't matter. Instagram. It doesn't matter the platform. To me, the formula is the same. You've already said the majority of it, which is make the connection, have the conversation, right? But now you need to have the conversation sort of with a goal in mind. It doesn't mean that to me, it doesn't mean, okay, I see Eunice here and I say, hey, Eunice, you're doing Twitch. I'm going to link up with Eunice and we're going to talk about some Twitch stuff. But, and I never want people to think that it's about what can you do for me. But at the same time, you have to have a sort of understanding of what this relationship is supposed to be sort of about, right? Like if I can help you, I'm going to help you no matter what. That's just my attitude. 3 minutes before this show, one of my Twitch friends who supports me a ton, he's going live on his show. I was late for this show to help him get ready for his show. That was the connection I've made. You're going to constantly give and support me. I got to take some pain points and help you. That's just how the world's going to work. So I think for me, it's like, and back to what I'm saying is, we are in it together. Our common goal is to be better at Twitch. He helps me, I help him, right?
Awesome.
I'm going to help Eunice. Eunice is going to help me in some way, even if it's just discussion. Like you said, you are following people instead of connecting. That one piece of information takes you to the next step, and then to the next step, and to the next step. So it's keep having those conversations, keep engaging, but really have a focus on where you want to take your conversation with that person. It doesn't mean that you're out to use them, or it's just they're just a commodity. They're not. You have to make genuine connections. I think that's very important. Like when I talk with Reggie, it's a genuine. I want Reggie to be better. I want Reggie to want me to be better. Right? The desire has to go in both directions. Right? That's so important for me, because I don't even want to waste time having conversations with people that are not looking for a wholesome relationship. It doesn't mean that we're going to be besties. Like, oh, did we just become best friends? No, I mean more so like if we have that common platform or that common interest, we use that as our stage to continue having conversations and building a proper connection with one another. That's the most important to me.
Great advice, D-Money. Thank you.
That's a mic drop right there.
And
mic drop.
For sure. Sorry, I shouldn't be dropping the mic. That's you, D-Money.
No,
Um,
another mic tip. These things are so expensive. When you drop a mic, like our hearts.
Very true. Very
You
true.
wanted
I agree.
the plastic ones. Didn't your kids have those plastic ones that you wanted to rip out of their hand because
Oh,
they
yeah.
would
Oh yeah,
they
my,
would
my,
reverberate and drive you crazy? Yeah.
I got an 8-year-old turning on 18. She's got this like karaoke mic that she goes around the house with, and I'm like, you could mic drop that all day. I hope it breaks.
D-Money, it only gets worse.
Oh, thanks,
I have-
appreciate it.
Yeah, that 8-year-old is now 15 in my house.
Oh God, appreciate her.
It's all good. It's all good. That's awesome. And I saw a couple of the posts there, Reggie. Thank you. So I will follow up on those.
Yeah,
This
you
group
got some
is
people.
amazing.
You got some, and you already know how this works, Shona. Like people
Oh.
in this community are always gonna like connect you with other people, right? Like Tova's gonna help you connect with
Yeah.
somebody. Kimberly said that she'll
And
everybody.
then I made it connect in and I'm drawing a blank on her name, which is horrible. I know it as soon as I saw it. The 3 women, the amazing women that you had on 2-3 weeks ago.
There was Teresa, there was Laura.
There's one who works for a university in the States, and I've connected with her. Anita, thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Anita and I are going to follow up with the conversation, but thank you. That's awesome advice. Really appreciate it.
No, and DJ D Money like hit the nail right on the head in terms of building that genuine connection. Now, I always say that there's obviously everyone knows there's a difference between quantity versus quality, but if you can make those quality connections, and people kind of get, thrown off by vanity metrics. Well, this person has 80,000 followers or connections, and I only have 500 connections. But imagine those 500 connections, you're continuously engaging with them versus the one that has 80,000 connections and they're just saying, oh yeah, you're great, but there's nothing of substance. This is the problem in today's society. Where is the substance?
We're a lot of
Where's
empty
the
people.
real connection?
Sometimes we're really empty.
Right.
And I think we're not empty. We know we're not empty. And when we can get those engaging conversations where you can really have a deeper connection, it comes to mental health for me, and that's a whole different discussion, but we just need to engage more.
Okay, so here's ridiculous. Lenny Kravitz requested to connect with me on LinkedIn. It wasn't really Lenny, right?
No, it wasn't.
Because it was the
C.
funniest. I'm like, random, random.
Or maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Well, you know what? I accepted it out of curiosity.
Of course.
And then I said, out of curiosity, why did you connect with me? And just the way, I can't remember what the answer was, but it was so obviously not him. It was just a picture, like I think a little bit older picture of him on his profile. Yeah, if you look it up. Okay. Yeah, somebody created I guess a profile. It was very funny. There you go. I just thought, really?
Well, Lenny Kravitz, listen, you're star-studded if he's hitting you up.
I tell you.
But you know what? I want to be able to answer this question. I'm gonna pose a question. It was by Eric, and I want us all to answer it. Okay. He put it in the events page, and I said that I'm gonna have us answer this question on the show. So I want to honor that. But we can all answer it, right? So can you share a time you both together or separately successfully overcame a challenge by thinking outside the box or being different? And all of us could one of us could jump in. But again, this question could be posed to all of us.
Wow. Awesome question, Eric.
Again, I'm ready to answer if anyone's not.
D-Money, you go.
You go.
I know. I just think about these things.
Man, you're a wealth of knowledge right now.
No, I think I believe everyone here on this call have already done this, right? You've already done, think about the question he's asking. Can you share a time where you both together or separately successfully overcame a challenge by thinking out the box? COVID hit. We all had to think about things differently. We're all still eating. We're all still breathing. We all have toilet paper, right? Okay. How did we end up doing that? We had to think differently, right? We definitely, it's just common. For me, my business went to nothing. I said, Instagram starts blocking DJs because of copyright issues, I went to Twitch, and now Twitch is paying me. You know this, Eunice, right? At some point.
Affiliate status. Are you a partner on Twitch?
I wish I was partner, but I'm only
Okay.
affiliate for now. But again, it's a hard.
You will be though.
You will be.
No, yeah. And I wish I could share my screen. I would show you my OneNote. I have my whole plan together. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's the top of the list under my Twitch. Under my Twitch is become partner.
I've got to investigate this Twitch thing. I thought you were talking about the dancer.
No, you're not alone, Shona. You're not alone.
So excited! I love Twitch. Oh, come
shout
on!
Shout out to Twitch, but not that.
If there's anything, Shona, we have just educated you on who the real Twitch is.
Yeah, I know. I knew I liked you for a reason. D-Money. I knew it.
There you go.
I knew it.
See, you learn on DYOS, just teaching people every stream.
What about you ladies? You guys want to tackle this question?
Oh, God.
I have so many crazy stories. I could give you like as many as you want. Okay,
let's choose that one.
Talking about Twitch. So my favorite, do you know Pokimane?
Yeah.
Okay, so she followed me on Instagram a few years ago. And then last year, she gifted me shoes.
Oh, wow.
Adidas shoes. And she's like she's the top female streamer on Twitch.
Yep.
And I still have that till that day. And I find that like really awesome because I reached out to her before she was famous. And she was able to, because I gave her so much motivation. And I was maybe like one of her few female fans during that time before she was famous. And I supported her so much that she was able to give me these shoes, and I was like so grateful, and I was like so happy. I like almost cried. I was just like, wow, like the top female streamer on Twitch would do this to me, and that is something crazy I did. So you never know where your connections will end up, and the people that you end up supporting, you never know where they're gonna end up, and they're gonna end up like making your day. They're gonna end up giving you other connections, and you like never know that, and that's pretty crazy. So I just thought I would share that like with everyone.
I agree.
Wow. Awesome.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't know what Twitch was. You know what Twitch is today.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna go to the platform.
We're not talking about the dancer, right, Shona?
I tell you though, but we should at some point. You got to get Twitch on the show.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Listen, it seems like you may know him, so let me know.
I feel
talk to Ellen for me. Talk to Ellen DeGeneres for me. Get him on the show.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there.
All right.
I
So
lost a little respect there.
What about you, Shona?
Oh God, you know what? This is one of my challenges in my life is that I always think of really good stuff after. Like I always think of the really good rebuttal an hour later.
We all do.
I'm trying to think. I guess one of my challenges, I don't know if it's becoming different or just creative, but so I separated from my husband 9 years ago. And so I had two very small kids on my own, and they were at different activities. And of course, they were never in the same place at the same time. They were always like this and this. And yeah, anyway. So I got to be the master of coordinating carpooling. Like I have it to an art. Well, right now I don't get to use that skill because my kids do their dance in the basement. But there you go. In theory, I have more time on my hands. But I had to really, think outside the box and think creatively because people wouldn't ask, or they were surprised. I'm like, listen, I've got this kid to get from here to here, and I know you've got this kid anyway. And I would work it all out, and I got very creative with it. And truly, people were like, wow, I never thought of combining this with that, or, having you take my kid here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going there. I'll take your kid. It saves us both time. So I guess that's the one that jumps to mind right away. Just the creative thinking and just going, okay, I'm going to ask if you will help me with this, and we'll both win. So, and
can we talk about that just in itself? What you just did there is you asked. Some people just get stuck on well, I don't want to ask that person that.
Yeah.
You at least had that. I don't know what the word is, but drive to at least ask, courage to ask, right? A lot of people get that whole getting in your head part. Oh, well, what if Nancy says this, and then I don't know if Jennifer's going to want to drive Kyle to that place, and I don't know, right? Like that, you don't want to get caught in that, right? That's you made the biggest step by asking, and I think that was some of those overcoming, right?
Yeah.
So-
Well, and it was because I was kind of forced into it. Before, I'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to put anybody out. Like I'm like you, D-Money. Like I was like, oh, I was always worried about what everybody was going to think, and I didn't want to put anybody out. And I figured, well, if I don't ask, I won't know. So although I am not shy, I would be timid in that realm. So definitely overcame that. Now I'm just like, so you need to drive, let's go. Yeah. Anyway, and these poor kids in my car, because of course it's not a quiet car ride. It's like, hey, how you doing? What's new? Da, da, da. I tortured them.
I took three 8-year-olds with me this week in the car. I was like, these girls are just talking about the craziest little things in their little world. It's so cute.
It's hilarious. You learn a lot. Actually, the key is sometimes you just either you let them talk or you plant the seed and then you just drive and listen. It's awesome. Yeah, seriously. I learned a lot. And ask me about TikTok. That I know. I may not know, but TikTok.
You know stuff.
Oh yeah, I know when somebody's doing this, walking along the street, they're doing a TikTok dance.
Yeah, they're not
just walking across the street. They're doing that. Okay.
Constantly. I was in a parking lot the other day. I saw a mother and daughter, and the daughter was walking along, and she's like with her arms, and I'm like, "That's a TikTok." I don't know which one. I couldn't tell you which. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Eunice. But both my kids, constantly. Yeah, constantly, and they keep trying to get me into it. I'm like, yeah, no, because then they just burst out laughing. I'm like, yeah, no.
I don't know enough about TikTok. I know the TikTok songs. And I'm playing the TikTok songs, and I kind of got the idea. But all the moves and like,
you learn. You're around them. Trust me, you have 2 girls.
Well, I have one girl, but she's got lots of friends. So
okay, there you go. Yeah, you gotta know. And you know what? When you know the different ones, like when the song, what is it? I always forget what it's actually called, but it's "I'm a Savage," Sassy Bougie. Yeah, that one. Savage. Classic.
Eunice is going in. Eunice is going in. Give her.
Eunice, yes. Eunice, you're going to connect. I started something.
Are we freestyling right now on DYOS? We only got.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't want me to go there. I'm just, frankly, I'm too white, but that's okay. I try. I'm there.
I want to also say shout out to the single mothers, because there's a handful of single mothers that I'm tuning in and live right now, and maybe on replay too. So Shona, thank you for sharing that story, because it resonates. And at the end of the day, we all go through challenges. This is what we call life. Even be like for myself. Like,
well, you're a single dad, right?
I'm a single dad, and the thing is, like, I haven't even told this story to its entirety, but I'll tell you a little snippet, synopsis. And I want to say shout out to Wendy Weiner. I actually talked to her about this today, and she, believe it or not, I met her and Raquel last week on Gabriel Leal. And Gabriel Leal, you have to go watch his shows. He does a live show every single night on LinkedIn Live. The hustle on this guy is real. So Gabe, aka Gabriel Leal. This one in particular, I talked to Wendy about, because she's like, "What's that thing that's really bothering you?" This is a first. This is a LinkedIn Live exclusive. But I told her, I said, I remember once upon a time where, I had my son, actually 2 kids at the time, and the mother of my children said, "Hey, I want more time with kids, or to help, I need your support." Obviously, I'm giving her child support, and I was living in a different town. And I said, okay, well, you know what? I didn't tell her this, but in my mind, I'm like, let me see what I could do. So I actually bought a house that was like 7 minutes away from her. And I told her, as a surprise, this is what I did. I A week later, she dropped papers on me, said, I'm taking you to court. And that was like one of the roughest time periods of my entire life. But it taught me something. It taught me the ability to overcome, the perseverance, the resiliency that I have within me, because I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let that stop me from doing anything. There's way more to that story than meets the eye, but I wouldn't be here in front of you if I didn't encounter that, because it gave me a lot of mental muscle and a lot of drive. I wasn't able to move in the property at that time. I had to rent it out as a result, because I couldn't afford it, because court systems, it trains you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, fast forward the tape, persevered. I'm living in that house. I made that house my home, and my kids love it now because I was able to find my footing. So at the end of the day, and what I want to leave everybody with is, doesn't matter what we all go through life's challenges. Shona shared, Eunice shared, DJ D Money shared. COVID-19 is the cream of the crop in terms of disruption. Don't ever let the disruption impact your ability to produce on this world. We all have gifts. We all have talents. Find it within you and use this time. And I always said this in season 1, there's a difference between consumers and creators. If you want to consume content, you can, which is a good thing because you could learn. But there's another thing to create. And the creation that you do has an impact on everybody that consumes it. Think about that for a second and think about where you're at in life and overcome every single challenge, because it will bring you to that next level. It really does. So
heavy, buddy, heavy.
Whew.
Yeah.
Really,
on that note,
I love that.
On that note, one other challenge I have right now is I got a dog at home that needs my attention.
We still need pictures.
I know that.
Pictures.
Oh man, his name is Walter, but I call him COVID because he just won't go away.
So you go away from him.
Yeah, I go. But I just want to say, at the end of the day, I appreciate all of you. I want to appreciate the ladies that were brave enough to come on and share their stories and share whatever they have that they're promoting, like Eunice and Shona. Like, you've been a trooper and gave you that opportunity in season 1, and you came up to bat and you hit a home run.
Well, thanks.
And then DJ D Money, dude, just thank you for the moments. I'll never, at the end of the day, we're gonna always remember this day and time, this moment in time, COVID-19. Yeah. 2 years from now, what were you doing during this time? We all have a story.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
A rough story.
A rough, but remember,
depends what you make of it, though. Yeah, that's what I.
Depends on what you make of it. So I'm going to close this off, but I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving for everyone again, south of the border. I appreciate all of you, and appreciate all the connections that we made. And at the end of the day, it's all love. It's all love. So tune in next week. Only, like DJ D Money said at the beginning, we only have a couple episodes left before the season ends.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to get involved in the DYO's community, in terms of helping out, feel free to send me a DM. There's a lot to do. There's a lot for us to build. I think we have something here. And we got to be able to share this with other people in our network, because you can't just hold this to yourself. DJ D Money is coming to give his talents to others. Shona's coming on here. Eunice is coming on here to share their stories with others. I'm doing this for others. So share. This is how we grow.
Exactly.
I'll leave you with that. All right, everybody, have a great night. Appreciate all of you.
Thanks so much. We're going to connect. We're going to do some connections, guys. Everyone connect. Okay. Everybody connect.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Russ, I see you in the chat.
I know. I wanted to say what's up to Russ a while ago. He's been dropping some gems in the chat. So shout out Russ.
Shout out Russ. Send me your BBM pin, Russ.
BBM pin?
Oh man, that's an inside joke.
Oh.
I'm giving away a BlackBerry 9900. If
I think I still have one.
if anybody sends me their BBM pin.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so
And
much.
attend Eunice's workshop.
Yes.
December 2nd.
Yes. Let's go
check
link
this
it
out.
again.
Can you put that in the chat again?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
will put it in the
list
chat right now.
Put it in the
I
chat.
have 2 monitors, so it's also a struggle, you know. Okay, I put it in. Yeah, add everyone on LinkedIn. I will connect with you both, and so nice talking to you all. Like,
Awesome.
I had a great time.
All right.
And
All
innovated.
right.
So
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Awesome.
yeah.
Candace, thank you
course.
for staying up 24 hours, by the way, to watch this live. Candace, you're a trooper. I see
Oh my
you.
gosh.
I know. Like, this is the DOS community. We don't stop. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.